grass is green where you water it. You put the time in, you put intention to whatever you're doing, and you can make a special situation out of being anywhere.
Aaron, you mentioned about the success on the Thursday night game against the Patriots, but Denver blitz against you 49% on dropbacks. The Vikings themselves are blitzing 41.3%. I know you spoke about Brian Flores and, you know, sort of the different packages and what they throw at you defensively, but where do you see sort of the key areas to attack them on Sunday?
I think it's picking up the pressures. They're going to, pressure line movement, half the time probably. So that's what they're going to do. I would expect a big change. We didn't necessarily handle it very well last week, so I expect them to run their defense and master disguise. A lot of different things they throw at you, so we're going to have to be good in protection first and then run the football effectively.
In terms of the play calling, I know there's been talk about that in the media. Given all the success you've had in your career, and we've seen in Green Bay with the quick pass scheme specifically, you've always been great at that and, dealing with the blitz. Do you think as you get more familiar with this team, because people forget, you're still building rapport with your teammates, do you envision you calling, calling more plays yourself, making more adjustments at the line of scrimmage and sort of being able to have more success as an offense as the season develops?
Well, you got to push and pull. You can't get knackered with throwing, quick game stuff. You got to take what the defense is giving you, and you got to, be patient. Sometimes there's times push the ball down the field, and you got to be opportunistic. But you can't. You got to fight the urge to force things. And for me, I got to fight the urge to do too much.
How encouraged are you?
How do you feel the defense is playing in these first 4 weeks? Obviously, week 1 against the Niners, a lot of points were given up, but you sort of rectified that in the last 3 games. So how do you sort of assess where you are as a defensive unit at this point?
I think we're going in the right direction. I think we cleaned up a lot of stuff, being consistent on a lot of stuff, and just learning week in and week out. I definitely think we have corrected things week in and week out. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, we've always been going in the right direction and selling each week. So that's all I can talk about. That's all I can think about. It's just getting better every single day, not making the same mistakes you made the week before, not taking a step back, being yourself and doing things that you know that's not right. And just keep getting better week in and week out. So.
And have you thought of any special celebrations if you make a big play on Sunday? Any UK London themed type ones?
Still working on that. Still looking at up. So.
Of course, you've seen the Vikings. They're 4-0. They're rock.
Coach, the Vikings defense is 4th in points allowed, 1st in interceptions. I mean, the run D's not bad either, but you guys have had obviously a lot of changes in the off-season on the O-line. How do you sort of measure how the O-line's played in this early part of the season, and do you think it's key to get Breece Hall a bit more involved on Sunday?
Yeah, with the exception of last Sunday, I felt like our O-line has played very well. Our offense has played well. Obviously, it wasn't very good on Sunday. But Minnesota, they've been elite at ball disruption, whether it's tip balls, interceptions, forced fumbles, sacks on the quarterback, tips at the line of scrimmage, tight windows, tight passing windows. They've been relentless in that regard, and they do a good job trusting their pass rush. Their DBs are QB vision on the quarterback and just flying on any look that the quarterback gives, and so it's something you definitely got to be wary of. But I think our guys are up for the challenge.
Coach, everyone's been talking about Breece Hall, but Braden Allen coming into this offense, how impressive have you been with his first season?
Yeah, he's been awesome. He's been an awesome element and a compliment to Breece. The young man, the funny.
I just have to ask, with Manchester United, that's my team as well. How did you get into them? Do you have a favourite player at the moment?
I played a lot of FIFA growing up, and Wayne Rooney was that boy. He was cold on the game, so for me, I just gravitated towards it. Was good on the video game. I didn't really have any real experience with soccer, so it was like it was good on FIFA. And it was Wayne Rooney, and I like Garnacho now. He plays for Argentina in the Copa Americas as well. He plays nationally, so I don't know. I like some of the young guys doing their own thing, coming up, and Man United. I know they're off to a rough start, but
we'll get there, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. You got to keep it fit. That's how it is, and I just decided kind of gravitated towards it, and that's all. Nothing specific besides Rooney.
Nice.
Right on.
Thank you.
Y'all take care. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Your route running is obviously one of the best in the league, elite level. But the Vikings defense, 1st in interceptions, obviously it's a tough challenge, but how do you feel about the proposition of going up against their secondary on Sunday?
Yeah, they've done a good job. You know, they've also played with the lead a whole bunch, which, you know, all of a sudden these other teams start pressing and trying to make a play, so they start to give up some underneath things, and that's when you get those chances to have interceptions. People try to push the ball down the field. So, you know, just playing a fully balanced game, staying in the game, being, you know, trying to get a lead early or try to go down and score early in the game. So all of a sudden they got to, you know, play more true defense. But they have a great DB room, an experienced one that you know, when they see concepts play out, they kind of know when next drive is coming. So I'm excited. You know, I feel like you know, we have a lot to prove, and what's better than going up against an undefeated team over here. You know, kind of just let loose and play.
Do you have a celebration planned for Sunday?
Yeah, I can't tell you. I can't even tell you.